The earlier lessons of life, gloriously public in the process of evolution, a hero, a courageous warrior, a brilliant contributor. All of that learning expressed in the social, everyday world, and there applauded. A preparation for later learning. A preparation for later learning that is entirely inner. No hero's death, no marks on public squares, no great acclaim. Now one does it out of love because he knows. And does it quietly, in silence, in communion with the only force that will allow him, give him the support to do it. The force of the love of God. Well, I think we have painted a discouraging picture of the difficulties of learning as they impose themselves on the spiritual path. But if that communicates how difficult the learning is, it might also communicate how beloved is someone who can constructively help with it. These are issues which cannot be settled by dictate, fiat, logic, or by personal wish. I, for example, never even heard of a spiritual teacher who ever wanted to be one. Never even heard of it. And I have seldom heard of a spiritual student who once had initiated his way on the spiritual path who felt that he really wanted to be there. It's tough. And it's personal, and it's intimate, and it's hard beyond reckoning. It also can be fun. And its goal is more than fun. Its goal is joy. And a few tastes of joy can keep one working hard. We left at a discouraging place in this program. Overcome with a clear picture of one's selfhood, which brings with it, of course, piercingly acute considerations of one's own inadequacy. And people wonder, with a clear recognition of what tattered imperfect bags of life. They have been. And how can they ever do it? And they search deep within themselves for ways and sources and resources by which it can be done. And they focus, as they must, on themselves. Oh, and they hate themselves even more for that. Here I am, with a teacher, following God, knowing that all learning is based on service and putting oneself aside, and here I am, absolutely consumed with what? Myself. Oh, it's a harsh sentence. And people feel it keenly. And they work at the prisons and dry cells that are framed by selfhood. And they are preoccupied with it. For that is a state. Those are stages on the spiritual path. And if they are ever to overcome, if they are ever to learn and do it, how? When they look within themselves, they find no virtue that will allow them to do it. And they are right. It is by His virtue, not by yours.
If you were to be united with Him only after the extinction of your vices and the effacement of your pretensions, you would never be united with Him. Instead, when He wants to unite you to Himself, He covers your attribute with His attribute and hides your quality with His quality. And thus, He unites you to Himself by virtue of what comes from Him to you, not by virtue of what goes from you to Him.
So faced time and time again with our own errors and with a repetition of those errors time after time in a slightly different way, one worries because he knows the only way he comes to God is in error. The only way he comes is as an errant.
I come an errant in terror of banishment. I come an errant in terror of banishment. And again an errant. May I still come? May I still come? With one warm hand you call, come, come, come. And the other a sword of ice. Come, 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 beloved. Dance with me in the forest. Dance and hold my hand. Dance, beautiful beloved. Sing, beautiful beloved. And no one shall see. No one shall see. What is this flame? Who is its name? In this flame I feel your name. I come nowhere to go. Come alone. I'm cold. Come alone. I'm limp. Come alone. I am not. Come. Never leave me. Come. Never leave me. Never go. Never go. Never go. Never go.
I come an errant in terror of banishment. I come an errant in terror of banishment, and again an errant. May I still come? May I still come? With one warm hand you call. Come, come, come. And the other hand, a sword of ice. Come, 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 beloved, dance with me in the forest. Dance and hold my hand. Dance, beautiful beloved. Sing, beautiful beloved. And no one shall see, no one shall see. What is this flame? Who is its name? In this flame I feel your name. I come nowhere to go. Come alone, I am cold. Come alone, I am limp. Come alone, I am not. Come, never leave me. Never go. Never go. May I still come? May I still come? With one warm hand you call. Come, come, come. And the other hand, a sword of ice. Come, 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 beloved, dance with me in the forest. Dance and hold my hand. Dance, beautiful beloved. Sing, beautiful beloved. And no one shall see. No one shall see. What is this flame? Who is its name? In this flame I feel your name. I come nowhere beloved, dance with me in the forest, dance and hold my hand, dance, beautiful beloved, sing, beautiful beloved, and no one shall see, no one shall see.
If you were to be united with him only after the extinction of your vices and the effacement of your pretensions, you would never be united with him. Instead, when he wants to unite you to himself, he covers your attributes with his attributes and hides your quality with his quality. And thus, he unites you to himself by virtue of what comes from him to you, not by virtue of what goes from you to him.
People following a spiritual path are ripped and torn, made unsteady, go through periods of disorganization. At this stage of the game, all must be physically based at some stages. And how are they to do that? How, no matter what they feel, can they be cheerful? How can they deport themselves with charm, attention to protocol, and good manners? They learn. It would not be useful to learn such things if one were in the evolutionary stage of learning, but it is mandatory if one is in the involutional stage, because one must learn to deal with forces, with pressures, with problems that are inconceivable, and do so in relationship with God. So, faced with such periods of derangement, faced with a tattered consciousness that is changing, falls on the floor, faced with physical changes that will bring one to exhaustion, pain, and a cosmic headache. Faced with the beneficence of being overshadowed and crushed by his force, how should one behave? Civilly.
I couldn't resist that. The musty path is not your way. Your oath has bound you here to stay. Clothe your naked madness, pray, in garments wove of sanity. A musty mystic you must not be, but one who stays in reality, which really is not real, you see. Just mere illusion of actuality. This means your mind must stretch its bounds. It's not as crazy as it sounds. When madness strikes, just stand your ground. Don't let dementia get you down. When rhyme and reason seem to flee, when rage replaces harmony, thinking isomorphically, just know things are going spiritually. If you see bad is really good and would take hard knocks if you could, and the blows of life you've cheerfully stood, be assured you're doing as you should. Understanding is the key to keeping balanced and keeping free. So mad and crazy though you be, remember, do it civilly. Accept opposition cheerfully. Take life's arrows without a plea. When bats alight in your belfry and mad you are, be mannerly. So, mad and crazy though you be, remember, do it civilly.
musty path is not your way, your oath has bound you here to stay. So clothe your naked madness, pray in garments wove of sanity. A musty mystic you must not be, but one who stays in reality, which really is not real, you see, just mere illusion of actuality. Actuality. This means your mind must stretch its bounds. It's not as crazy as it sounds. When madness strikes, just stand your ground. Don't let the men should get you down. When rhyme and reason seem to flee, when rage replaces harmony, thinking isomorphically, just know things are going spiritually. Spiritually. If you see bad is really good and would take hard knocks if you could, and the blows of life have cheerfully stood, be assured you're doing as you should. Understanding is the key to keeping balanced and keeping free. So mad and crazy though you be, remember, do it civilly. Civilly. Accept opposition cheerfully. Take life's arrows without a plea. When bats alight in your belfry, and mad you are, be mannerly. So mad and crazy though you be, remember, do it civilly, civilly, civilly.
And with these many problems, resolutions, and changes, one is in a better position than ever when he has gone through and learned from these processes to sense the light of God and to feel a greater union with his teacher. Because he has learned and worked through in collaboration with that guide. To a new way of knowing. And increasingly, his plea is, take us with you.
Oh, take us with you as you rise, for we would gaze in our Father's eyes to see with you his bright sun face, the burst of dawn's first brilliant trace. Please turn a deafened ear to cries that beg to linger. They're but lies conceived from lifetimes in the dark. For we in truth are but a spark from his sun face, though clothed in dust. Rays sent out in love and trust to learn creation's infinite verse, to return his conscious universe. Yet here we are, a ragged thought, pushed and pulled, sold and bought, nothing of worth in the world of trade, but still his love has all the ransom paid. So please tell us more of our Father's face. Share with us your vision of grace. Be our eyes so that we may see a glimpse of truth. For we wish to be a garland of rays for his shining hair, lost to ourselves in his face so fair, shedding on all love's radiant light, nuclear atoms of his delight.
See with you
shining hair, lost to ourselves in his face so fair, shedding on all's radiant light, nuclear atoms of his delight.
And with learning comes an increasing realization that the oneness experienced between teacher and student is a oneness born of reality, for they are one. That recognition gradually earning its way to full consciousness makes the student want to express his gratitude to the teacher. Thank you for being me.
I wait on you because waiting is the only occupation which has meaning. I catch your words in a golden bucket to drink in your absence. In my imagination, you are what I hope someday to become, and the internal target keeps moving. I have made you over so many times in my image of God that he no longer has a form. I now count time as the interval between experiences of your presence, and they are beginning to run together. I find that to ask anything of you seems trite and empty in contrast to what you have already freely given. Even the word I is beginning to sound foreign, describing someone departed, yet it still remains. I am alive only in those moments when my heart picks up the rhythm of your love for God and I glimpse your longing. If my song touches your heart, I dissolve in God's love. If it does not, I feel as stone. Thank you for finding me. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for being me.
I am alive only in those moments when my heart picks up the rhythm of your love for God, and I glimpse your longing. I am alive only in those moments when my heart picks up the rhythm of your love for God, and I glimpse your longing. If my song touches your heart, I dissolve in God's love. If it does not, I feel a stone. for being me. I am alive only in those moments when my heart picks up the rhythm of your love. For God.
And with the recognition of that ever-increasing bond, comes the question, is there time for me? Before you become God?
It seems we made it through one more dark night of my soul. You have helped once again to mend part of me whole. Your hands held my tears that washed part of me clean. You said very few words, but I felt you between my cries. How do I thank you? What can I do? By the time I get there, your journey will be through. How does the soul, still stained and worn, repay her teacher for being reborn? I feel so in debt for God's special prize. By the time I get there, you'll be radiant light. Sometimes I think, if I reach very far, if I let myself die, I'll walk a small way with you. But the closer I get, the faster you fly. You beloved teacher always stepped down to pull up me and helped me to take not one step, but 3. But when I'm bathed in his light, you'll have long been set free. In this new life, through your eyes, I see God. Your hands and your love keep getting me through. By the time I reach home, in God's eyes will be you. So, before you become God, please, help me to stay within reach. Don't leave me before I'm safely on the beach, where the ocean of love can wash what's left of me, and we can be one once again. Finally, gold melting, radiant light of thee, so that we become he.
Gold melting, radiant light of
So the student learns the simple fact that has informed all of his teacher's acts. That they are one. That they are together. And that there is no possible separation. That He'll always be here, beside you.
If you slip away like summer rain, you'll come again with each refrain of creation's song, as sung by him who manifests his every whim. You play this part because it's here, and he decreed it so, my dear. You mime the words, the voice that sounds is his, and through each thread rebounds until it strikes the chord to make a single note that doesn't break into its parts, but stays a whole. Then you'll be done. You'll reach the goal of union with his many parts. One single beat from many hearts. But then he may sing one more strain and start the whole thing once again. And if he does, we'll be the same. Oh, different space, a different game may mask his essence in that round. But forever to him we're bound. And I'll be here beside you, dear, for we're one. Please never fear that circumstance of time or place, or even elements or space can alter what is real and true. Their apparencies, they never do amount to anything at all, just measures by which we recall his nature as it manifests. And when you're put to special tests, remember this important fact: to always be the perfect act.
Never think of changing places with another on life's way. For our Lord has 1,000 graces. You're one step closer every day. You are His.
I am the Ancient One. Guard your thoughts as power comes to you. Kneel in humility. Wrap my love around you as a shield. Give of your light, my gift to you. I am thee. Thou art me. Holy art thou.
So a teacher gives because he must. And all the important parts of it, the giving and the love, the sharing and the awakening, have validity only to the most internal and private part of the people concerned. And in that process, everyone learns to better understand and act according to God. And works very hard, very, very hard, as fast and with every resource available to speed God's goal for His beloved creation.